Let's go over our independent practice, shall we? We're finding the perimeter of certain figures. Remember, the perimeter is the distance around an object. Here we have our first one, find the perimeter with the units below. I'm going to first note that these sides look pretty equal, so I can make a good bet that this is 8 meters right here and 5 meters here. Now what I'm going to do is I have to find the sum of all the side lengths to find the distance around the shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this out really easily, but I'm going to type out 5 plus 5 plus 8 plus 8. And for me, I don't like to do like all that math at once. I like to make it easy and do 2 numbers at a time. 5 plus 5 is 10. Then I'm going to rewrite this plus sign. And 8 plus 8 is 16. And now I can just add 10 plus 16 together to get my answer. And I know 10 plus 16, I like to line up my place values, but 10 plus 16 equals 26. So the answer here is 26 meters. Make sure you include the units to help you out. 26 meters. Now, moving on to number 2. Again, the perimeter is the distance around the shape. So I'm going to find the sum of all the side lengths. This one has a lot of side lengths, so I'm going to be careful to add these up really, really, really carefully. I'm going to start at the top and go around like a clock. I'll go clockwise. That's easier for me. 7 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. Now this is a lot of numbers to add together, so I'm going to do it the same thing that I did last time by adding a couple of numbers at once and then using those together to like make the problem smaller and smaller and smaller. So 7 plus 1 is 8, 3 plus 1 is 4, 7 plus 1 is 8, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus, and I'll bring my plus signs down. 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. And I'll do 12 plus 12, which is also not that difficult when I line up my place values, is 24. All together, the units here are 24. The perimeter is 24 centimeters. Or you could write 24 cm. Moving on to number 3. I'm going to do this a different way this time than maybe the way that I've done. Luke, Turnell, and Denisha raced around the hardtop yesterday at recess. The hardtop's dimensions are shown below. How far did the Kipsters that race run? Here I'm going to add up all the numbers together. And one way I can do this is just by lining up every single number. So I'm going to type this out and see how this works out. 16 plus 18 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 20. If this is something that you want to do, now you add up all the ones places together and you find the number. You can decide which way works best for you. I like my first way better, but if this way works for you, that's totally cool too. 6 plus 8 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 4 more, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus 18 plus 8, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, plus 0. So I have a 6 here in my ones place. And since it was 26, I'll put my 2 up top. 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be 66 meters. It should be 66 yards, 66 yards. Number 4, I'm going to find the perimeter. I'm going to use that same way that I just did, just to add up all the sums of the perimeter. So let's do it, shall we? 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3. All right, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 more, 11, 12, 13, plus 1, 14, plus 1, 15, plus 3, 16, 17, 18. Should be 18 meters. Now, moving on to the next one, number 5. Whoa, I only have one side length labeled. Luckily, I know that the dashes mean that all the side lengths are equal. So for those keeping score at home, this is an equilateral triangle because all side lengths are equal. So now I'm going to add 9 plus 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 plus 9. I know 9 plus 9 is 18. If I add 9 more, 9 plus 18, that's 17, carry the 1, is 27 inches. Moving on to the next one, number 6. Even though it says number 7, it's number 6. Denisha and her family just left the movies. As they walked out, they realized their car was on the other side of the movie theater. Yikes. The doors were locked, so they had to walk all the way around. A picture of the movie theater is shown below. How many feet must Denisha walk to get to the car? Because I want to know the distance all the way around this figure, shape and figure. I need to find the perimeter. So I'm going to add everything up. I'm going to go back to my first way because that's the way I like the best. 10 plus 15 plus 10 plus 12 plus 12. Let's just add up two numbers at a time. 10 plus 15 is 25. Now 10 plus 12 is 22. And then I'll bring down my 12 again. Now I'll just add these two numbers together. 22 plus 12, that's 34. And I'll have to add 25 there. I'm gonna write this out. My handwriting, not great, even on the computer. I'm gonna have to add that out here. 5 plus 4 is 9. 2 plus 3 is 5. Looking like the end. Oh my goodness, I forgot one of the 10s. There's 3 10s here, and I only put 2 up here. So I need to add 10 more. Plus 10 is 69. So the answer, the students, I'm going to write this in a full and complete sentence since this was a word problem. The Kipsters ran 69 yards. This challenge problem, I'm not going to solve it because if you solve it, you get 5 points extra credit. So if you haven't already